Okay, let's look at what else I've been playing in 2024, in what I like to think of as a roundup, the most original feature of a Christmas special ever. Like a Dragon, the Man with No Name. It's another Yakuza game, and that's absolutely fine by me. Another excuse to get lost in Kamurocho, with superior protagonist Kazuma Kiryu. It also genuinely made me cry, which is a hell of a feat in a game with side quests like talk to the guy in his underpants and wrestle in the middle of the street. Like a Dragon Ishin. It's another Yakuza game, and that's not okay with me. There's no Kamurocho, and it feels extremely slow, this one, much slower than usual. Possibly because the side activities don't feel as varied or numerous. It's a straightforward historical action game, just didn't work for me. Return to Grace. It's another walking simulator demonstrating indie game developers' obsession with Ayn Rand. Do you think they've ever read anything other than Ayn Rand? I'm just wondering because every so-called serious story dealing with philosophy of any kind seems to be exactly the same. So I'm just curious if they've ever read anything other than Ayn Rand and Harry Potter. Not that there's anything wrong with that. This is fine, by the way. Nice little story about people who started worshipping a big computer. It's fine. RoboCop. I didn't play a lot of this one, but I really enjoyed the first level, and then the developer put out a 35GB update with no notes. No way of knowing what's changing, what's being removed, what's being done, and then the cherry on that cake was that post-update, a ton of people just couldn't play the game anymore. This shit needs to stop. Harold Halibut. You wanna fuck a fish? Well, Harold obviously does, in addition to the weirdos who wrote this. Degenerate out of 10. Persona 3 Reload. A perfect remake of a game we'll be talking about much more when we're back in the past. Suffice to say that if you like Persona 3, this is that, but better. Nothing was lost, some things were gained, extremely unusual in a modern remake. Harold Halibut. Look, I know there was more to it than that. I get the point of the story about people being trapped in a cosseted environment and wanting to break free and experience new things with new people. Bureaucracy is bad and leads ultimately to decay. I get it. But come on, there's way too much weirdness with the fish person. Come on, away now. Ban this sick filth. Lego 2K Drive. ADD the game. I thought this would be a nice, enjoyable karting experience, but it's aggressively bad. It's so full on. It feels like you're inside a live edit of MTV Cribs. You can't focus on anything because it's immediately gone. If you can see someone ahead of you, you're already past them. And then it dawned on me, this might be the first mainstream video game programmed specifically to appeal to children with chronic ADHD. Nobody else need apply. Harold Halibut. Alright, I finished the whole thing. I saw it through to completion. More out of morbid curiosity than anything else. But you have to give credit to any game that can compel you to finish it, I suppose, especially one with the outrageously slow pace of this game. Seriously, the developers are called the Slow Bros, and at times you wonder if you're actively being trolled with the glacial pace. The Wes Anderson styling is charming, and there's clearly a lot of work gone into this, but it's very, very strange. I don't remember devs putting their barely disguised fetishes into games back in the day.